Alright, what is up? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to talk about this guy. This is the Canon AF35ML. We throw numbers and letters and that's the name of the camera. But it's a great little compact camera, decent heft to it, 40mm 1.9 lens. These have a few known issues, one of which we're going to talk about today, which is this area here. This is the rewind switch. So basically you press down on this, bring that in, rewinds the camera, and then you flick that back over, that jumps that up. Works fine, right? Sometimes this happens where it will only fire if you press in on this and press down here. So why is that happening? Well, it's what we have here to show you. This is another one that was sent in, and it actually was the one that had the issue. This one has a flash related issue that we will maybe talk about in the future, but for now I'm going to talk about this one. It works now, but it didn't previously. So the issue was, it's actually a very similar issue to something that happens in the A1 that I've talked about, where the mode speed selection dial or whatever, there's a little fine brush contact that sits underneath there, and it's like grommeted on plastic that comes off. So you just have to replace the dial or glue the brush contacts back on and it will work. Kind of a similar situation here. Remove the switch. So we've got the housing here, which sits like this, with a screw that sits in there. There's these two little clips that clip into the body right there and right there. So you have to kind of press it up and out. It's a little difficult maneuver, but it is doable. Then this switch slides out from here. It sits kind of in like this, and underneath you'll notice the contacts there. So initially this contact had become unfastened, so I reconnected it and then bent the brushes up a little bit. That way they were making contact on that part of the board there. Fascinating stuff, I know. That allows it to work. Then there's this little brass piece here. This needs to sit in like so, because that serves as the stop mechanism for the on-off. You see there's a little ridge there, creates the tension for the on-off toggle, so it's not sliding around all over the place. So we'll set that back in like so, and then we will screw this back in, and we've got a working camera. So now, as you can tell, all I'm doing is holding the battery door closed, and that's all it needs. It's firing. In terms of getting to this place, as you've kind of noticed, the whole thing's kind of torn down. Basically, there's three components here. I'm missing the back door. I ended up taking that out because it was just everywhere. But we have the front and the rear housing, which sits just like so. And there are a few points of contact you need to be concerned about. Underneath the leather grip, there is a screw here that goes there. There is a screw here and here. There's another screw right there. That one there, that there, that one there. And then there's one on the inside of the camera, which is also holding this in place, and that is this guy right there. So those are kind of the key components there. You will need to also, if you're removing this, which you probably shouldn't do this yourself, but if you wanted to, for whatever reason, if you're putting the front of the camera back on or taking it off, you need to be concerned about the power button, because you might need to press that down to get this front off. And now we are in business. So that's kind of how you address that issue. The flash issue is a separate situation. There's a plastic post that sits right about here, and there's a very high tension spring that basically sheared that plastic post off. it's a whole thing and a work in progress. Like I said, it might be making for a separate video. We will see. If you'd like to see that, if you would like to see that video, leave a comment down below. Let me know. But I think that's going to do it for now. Just going to be putting this back together. Thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next one.